If the skies above the Hotel del Coronado are clear of birds, then Jorge Herrera is doing his job.
A wild gull living off of Del Coronado food is a very lucky bird and very fortunate. So all we're doing is just scaring them, intimidating them.
What George does is he brings in his birds, sets them up here on our Windsor lawn. Then he will walk around the property. What it does is obviously they're birds of prey, so they frighten the other smaller birds and the seagulls.
Herrera provides bird abatement services through his company, XFalconry. He keeps the pest birds under control by bringing in what he calls his squadron of natural predators.
I want the gulls to be scared, intimidated, and not want to be around the presence of a natural predator. And by doing so, we keep them from coming in and stealing food. I want to overload their senses. I call it a freak out. I want to freak them out. They see the wolves of the sky, sharks of the sky, they clear out.
There's good reason for the smaller birds to freak out. Hawks and falcons, like the ones Herrera brings, can be lethal to other birds, says Safari Park's Kim Caldwell, whose favorite bird of prey is a peregrine falcon named Java.
They are the fastest animal in the world. In a hunting dive, peregrines have been clocked at speeds in excess of 240 miles per hour. So the speed is just phenomenal. So they are designed for high-speed pursuit. And the one thing that really holds the falcon above all these other raptors is the fact that they almost exclusively take prey from the air.
But Herrera doesn't have to do much more than show up to scare the gulls. The simple tactic of walking around with his hawk on a perch or doing short flights is enough to flush the pesky birds away. It's an easy job for his predators.
They pretty much lounge out here. They get some sun, some nice cool ocean breeze. I'll mist them with a spray bottle or have bath pans out for them. Very minimal activity because they don't have to be up in the air the whole time to get the effect.
But the seagulls don't abandon the hotel easily. When Herrera brings out his hawk, the gulls first respond by increasing their numbers.
So what they're trying to do is intimidate her in numbers. So they're making a ruckus. With that ruckus also, you'll notice that there was gulls on the sand on the beach. They cleared out of the area. They heard the others calling out that there's a predator in the area, warning call, so they started clearing out because their instinct is survival of the fittest. Fight or flight, they're gonna clear out.
The gulls also prove to be smart. They learn Herrera's schedule and hang out at the hotel on his days off.
He's a little smarter than the birds, so he does outsmart them. But they know him, so that's comical.
All these birds are a lot smarter than most people give them credit for. Seagulls and corvids like crows and ravens, they can recognize people's faces and recognize danger in individual birds.
And they recognize Herrera and his birds of prey.
So the crows would be in those palm trees. As soon as they see me, crows would recognize me and start alarming.
Herrera mixes up his schedule and the birds start to clear out and stay out. Herrera may scare gulls away, but he attracts hotel guests.
Here, we'll put it right here.
Oh yeah, look at the birds.
They want to snap pictures and learn more about the birds.
They do recognize me, but they're not affectionate like a cat or a dog. It's all just, they're comfortable, they recognize you, and they tolerate you because they're still wild. Good girl.
Herrera considers himself lucky because his hobby is his job. It has a lot of rewards, as well as some minor dangers.
And the biggest thing is I have to be careful when I have her this high to point her away because she will go to the bathroom and drop it on my head.